Hi there, welcome back to Watermark Media. I watch my fair share of FIFA rebuilds, mainly with Jared HD. Great channel, go check it out. Tottenham Hotspur, I don't think they've won anything for a while, and Harry Kane certainly hasn't won anything with them. But it'd be a great idea to do a FIFA rebuild. So that's what we've done. Will we win anything? Who knows? Let's find out. So welcome to this FIFA rebuild of Tottenham Hotspur. We've gone ahead and put Antonio Conte in as manager. We know he's gone, but let's just go with it and see if Conte can bring back the winning ways with Tottenham. So this is the starting lineup. We haven't changed much about the formation. We thought we'd keep it the same. Players kind of speak for themselves. We put in the best players in the best positions, and we've organised a team from goalkeeper to striker, so to make it easier for us. One of our first signings, here he is Vardial, the Croatian centre-back. Quality in the World Cup, we thought we definitely need to keep a tight ship at the back, and we weren't sure whether Dyer, Romero were strong enough, so we've brought him in, and yeah, he's going to be a good addition. $70 million, bargain in my eyes, but let me know what you think and leave a comment in the comment section below. So yeah, 82 rated, straight in at centre back. Let's go. Sadly, Lucas Moura, bit of a squad player these days, had to be out. Needed a bit of cash, and we're really going to use him as Kulusevski is there, Son's there, so our wingers are pretty much sorted. So, bit of money, 12 million. Take off the Vardial money. It's very, very good deal. As it says, A star. So, all good. Next player in, we brought in was this chap. It's more of a squad player, a bit of backup. Brought me in from Bournemouth. But, yeah, should be a good addition, just to strengthen the team. We're in quite a few competitions this season, so thought we'd go ahead and sign this guy, and, yeah, all good. It says a bad negotiation, but we all know it's a good one. Couple of free agents again, didn't have to pay for him. Brought them in. Aid as always. So a good bit of business there. Ben Davies sent out 11 million. We need more cash. So balance in the books already. Season 1. Again, another player out. Oliver Skip. Again, didn't really feel the need to keep him around when we can make some money. So yeah, he's now gone and add money to the fund. Well, I say money. Paying his wages less for 12 months. Next player in. We need again, start from the back again. Matthias Ginter, no brainer. I've signed him before many rebuilds that I've done personally. This is the first one that's going out live, but yeah, great centre back, good price, solid, good for the back. Let us know your thoughts on all the signs we're making, and whether we're right to sign them, wrong to sign them, and hopefully you're a fan of our signings. 35 million, I thought it was quite a bargain, and you'll see why. Ethan A. Stefan Tanganga, sent him out as well. Didn't want any unhappy players, and he probably wouldn't start as much as most people, so we thought it was best for him to find a new club for a bit. again, free agent, brought him in, bit of cover, didn't have to pay anything for him. Again, an A. We're good at business. So that takes us to January, currently 5th. So in the eyes of Spurs, it's about right. 4 teams ahead of us, the usual crowd. So got some work to do, but we're in a good position. Emerson Royale, we had to send out, again, funds. You want to kind of reduce your outgoings. We thought it'd be best for him to move on, add a bit of money. I know he's gone to United, 15 million. It's not great business, but it's a player out, and we don't think he's going to be as good as what we thought. But we ended the season, first season, second. Lost it by a point. We had a better goal difference, so we lost it by a point. So that is great already. Son, 31 goals, excellent. Harry Kane, 23 goals. Both played roughly the same. 9 assists, 5 assists, brilliant. Perisic getting goals as well. So our wingers and strikers doing the good here. A couple of good players down our youth systems. Free agents as always, but yeah, our first team is on point, and we're gonna go again in the second season, and hopefully we can achieve that dream of the Premier League title. Again, Oliver Skip loaned him out last season to Bayern Munich. Again, this season he is heading out. But we're putting an option to buy 13.3 million. We thought that's great bit of business. They didn't, but we did. 12 months out for Jamie Belden, who shown a great prospect. 1 year out. Player in. I'm a massive fan of this player. Domenico Berardi from Sassuolo. Absolute great addition. Right winger. A bit of competition for Kulusevski here. Absolutely quality. We obviously only had Kulusevski on loan, so we thought about getting him permanently, but this guy was younger. I've had him before in FIFA. Absolutely amazing. 42.7 million. A great bit of business here, as you can see, an A. And yeah, he's absolutely excellent. So sign him for any team you think you need him for, because trust me, he is awesome. Again, another player in. Well, again we had to strengthen, so that's exactly what we did. More players through the door. As you can see, Conte is happy. Off he goes, as always. Yeah, good bit of business here. Always best to get a bit of depth in the squad. Yeah, just doing our business, trying to push for that top spot. Absolute quality striker, 37.3 million. We need more goals, and as always, an A. Again, if you want to sign this guy, absolutely awesome. Sadly, I'll say goodbye to Harry Winks as well. We know he's not in the first team squad, and it was a case of we need to make some room for some more money. We kind of spent big, so 7.9 million to Southampton. That's not a bad deal. He'll start for them, and as you can see, an A, good deal from us. So we keep on rolling. Now, this one's a bit controversial. Richarlison, again, we didn't want any unhappy people at the club. Harry Kane is obviously number one striker. We got Son and Berardi, so 38.5 million for a player that probably wouldn't play every game. It's not a bad deal. Even though they say it's a D, it's not. We think it's an A. Harvey White, 1.6 million, absolute steal. As you can see, A. Money through the door, good prospect, but we're hoping not to be around for too long. But just in case, we sent out a couple on loan, a couple of youngsters, and that guy we signed in the first season. They're all young, all need a bit of work, so best they move them on. Ivan Perisic, sadly I had to see him go. Asian player, again needing the money. This is a rebuild. It's not the current squad we're trying to win the Premier League with, because that's not good enough. So that's Perisic now gone. Let us know what you think of all these deals. And in the meantime, do subscribe to the channel. Give us a thumbs up. Be good to see the numbers. And try to put more money into Wolves. Not a bad deal. And as always, we do excellent deals here at Spurs. We have to loan out a few of our players just as backup in case we are going deep in this series. Just a young player that we got in, Scott from Bristol City, going out on loan for 2 seasons. So there's a bit of experience there. And this one hurt the most. Liverpool actually triggered his release clause of 140 odd million. Didn't have a choice about this one. He wanted to go. Therefore, we had to say bye to Son. So our left wing is now free. We have to replace. And that one was a blow. We thought we were getting close to the Premier League title, and then Son's now gone. So plan B was in action. As you can see, 146 million. It's caused us an F. Caused us an F. We didn't want to get rid of Son. But this is why we have to have a replacement. And here he is, Ansu Fati. Now, he's not exactly living up to his expectations at Barca at the moment, but I know it's 73.1 million. It's very expensive, but he's very, very young, and he will fit in our left slot there. Good squad player. That's not the case. He will start. He's better than anything else we've got a left mid. Again, a couple of young players got out on loan. Just have to keep the youth getting better. And this one coming in, we needed another younger player for the position. Absolutely quality. Glad we signed him. Someone to fill our right back. Frimpong, absolute quality. Again, worth a purchase for any team. Bit steep on the price, but again, it worked out to be great. C's a bit harsh. It should be an A. It's the absolute quality. Yves Bissouma, again, rotation player. He's getting a bit unhappy. We tried to keep our starting 11 strong throughout the season. He was kind of weakening it a little bit, so 25.8 million to Juventus. I don't see that as a bad deal. I think it's great. As you can see, a C. It's not. It's better than that, and really harsh, but we needed a younger keeper. Hugo Lloris is good, a World Cup winner, but Spurs need that better goalkeeper, and none other than Maignan. He's a new French keeper, so he's actually taken over from Lloris on national stage, but he's now taken over at Spurs as well. So a double blow for Lloris, but this is a rebuild. We need to get better, and he's going to do just that. Signed from AC Milan, 83.6. That's a lot for a keeper, I know, but it's worth it. Again, I say harsh. I know we overspent, but never mind. More youth going out on loan, just in case. Another player that we haven't really used, Sessegnon. Again, we keep our core 11 pretty fit at all times, so he hasn't had much game time at all. So sending him out on loan for 2 seasons, hopefully he'll do the business and come back. Again, Dale Scarlett, exactly the same. He was never get the first team ahead of Kane, let's be honest. But decent young prospect, going out on loan, get a bit of experience, and then hopefully come back. And if for any reason Harry Kane goes, he could be our future. So a good 2-year loan there. Alfie Devine, 2.5 million. Can't argue with that. As always, excellent deal. Need a bit of cash. He was never going to get us up to where we need to go, but this is our current team. Decent signs at the back there, left and right wingers, decent. More players to go out. Ruben Clayton, Marcus Peters as well. He's gone out. Again, these are just youngsters going to learn their trade elsewhere and come back if in case we don't manage to get ready to get in the season. Pape made to start again, another 2 years. We tend to stick with the 2 years because it's just a hindrance having to do this every year. So another one, Aidan Curran, he's gone 2 years. Another player in. This is to strengthen our squad. Pablo Gavi, heard of him? Barcelona. Now at Newcastle, is it in the game? 57.1 million. He was just to strengthen up a bit. He's a bit harsh again, but good youngster. Someone else to come through the door. Again, we're going for gold here, so we need good, healthy backup. And the players we get in, we don't just get them in just to bolster the squad. We get them in. It shows good depth in squad. And this guy just does. This guy does that. Moises Caicedo was at Brighton, obviously, now at Freiburg, but now it's us 37.7 million. So it's just strengthened it a bit. Champions League. This has been a bit of a struggle for Spurs since their final against Liverpool way back when. But this is we finished 4th this season, so worse than that last season. 20 points behind this time. That's the Son effect. That's we're trying to bridge the gap. So, but we did win the EFL Cup. And we did win the FA Cup. So no Premier League, but we did make the final against Real Madrid against Champions League. So what we did, we played the highlights. I don't know if anyone's ever done this before, but we played the highlights. So the CPU will play out the game for most of it, and we just play the highlights. So here they are.
And now the night everyone in the football world has been longing for. Millions will be watching around the world. It is, of course, the biggest final in club football, the UEFA Champions League final. Welcome to the commentary box. Derek Ray here, joined by Stuart Robson. It's Real Madrid up against Tottenham Hotspur.
Well, Derek, you just wonder what those players are thinking right now. Some will be nervous, some will be excited, and some may be anxious. But once that whistle blows, we're going to be in for an absolute classic here.
So, Spurs fans, the second chance at silverware in the Champions League final. First, Liverpool, lost 2-0. Now, Real Madrid, the juggernauts of the Champions League. Obviously, we didn't play the game, we just played the highlights, so we'll see how they pan out. But we didn't have much hope for Spurs, but off the back of an FA Cup win and a League Cup win, could we make it a treble? I know it's not the big one, the Premier League, but at least Kane's now won two cups, and he could make it a hat-trick of cups in one season. Who'd have thought? Let's find out.
Is the keeper of choice. Dani Ceballos plays with Luka Modric in central midfield.
So there's the Real Madrid squad. Pretty much their squad now. Apart from Dalot, maybe at right back. Camavinga, I don't know where he's playing left back, but never mind. Surely there's no way Spurs can win this game. That's what we thought, and it was very difficult. But as for the team we put out, here it is. Quite a few new signings, to be fair. But you got Vardiol, Ginter, Frimpong, Fatih, Berardi, decent. Who's a signing? That left back, Udogi, absolute quality this season as well. So, can Spurs do it? Let's find out. After 15 minutes, this highlight played, and I was like, oh no, oh no. Managed to win it back. End of that. On the 30th minute, it cut back to Real Madrid having a penalty. Not the best of scenarios, but we couldn't manage to save it. So we were 1-0 down after 30 minutes, and I thought, that's the floodgates opening. So on the 44th minute, just before half time, we had a great chance. Got on the attack to level it, gets to Harry Kane, and he slots it, puts it away. 1-1, entering the break. The 47th minute, just after half time, corner for Real Madrid. Plays it short. End of that attack. 67th minute, we get a free kick. And I never play it long. It's just a waste of a ball. But we pass it across, pass it in the middle. Find Gavi. It's a goal. 2-1 Spurs in the 66th minute. Can we hold on? '69th minute in the game, Real Madrid getting the attack going. At this point, they were all over us. My absolute shocking defending here, but luckily, shot over the target. 78th minute, we're on the attack again. Can we put it out of sight? Ball in the middle, they cut it out. End of play. But we did it. Spurs are Champions League winners. 3 cups in one season sees Harry Kane and Spurs finally win something. They're like bosses. Not 1, 2, but 3 trophies. The rebuild is complete. No Premier League, but who cares when you're in the Champions League? We are the best team in Europe. Great signings on a not a shoestring budget, let's be honest, but we weren't given hundreds of millions. We had to sell to buy, and absolutely quality. I recommend all the signings we've done. You can go back and check them all out. And one thing I didn't make Harry Kane captain. I took it off him. Matthias Ginter is now captain. Lifting the Champions League. Here we go. Spurs, 2023 Champions League winners. So there we go, Spurs fans. Harry Kane has finally won something. 3 things, in fact, in one season. Outstanding. Let us know in the comments below whether you like this series and whether you want us to continue these. We're thinking of doing an Everton one next and maybe a Man United one. It'd be good to get your feedback. We're all trying to grow the channel a bit. We got inspiration from Jared HD, so go and check out his channel. His rebuilds are a lot better than ours, but this was our first. It's great to do. Time consuming, I know, but it's all worth it. So there we go, Spurs fans. Winners at last. Harry Kane, 45 goals. Outstanding. Berardi, 22. Look at those assists as well. Outstanding.